Hey everybody, it's Friday. It's time for some gaming. We had some great success last time getting back to where we had been. And King Hodor is doing his thing. It's cool to reclaim the crown, isn't it? This time we hope to reunite the crowns of the Kingdom of the Iron Rivers. It'd be nice to get back the Ironborn, but if I recall correctly, we have a few issues to deal with before we can look to our ambitions. We were beginning to be attacked by the Lannisters. The Kingdom of the Rock was nipping at our borders. I think they were coming for... Yeah, it looks like Pink Maiden is the contested territory here, as it's highlighted. And... yeah, so that is where we left off. And we still have our capital at Maidenpool, which is a little interesting. It got moved for us because we lost our, spot. We can move the capital back to Haemahal if we want, and I think we probably will, but it's not a sure thing. There is some merit to leaving it at Maidenpool. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a great week and a great 2019 so far. It's now the end of January. We're into February, of course. So... if you are a patron of History of Westeros, you got an update from us this morning. If not, I'll go ahead and let you guys know what I said, which is that our voters picked Bloodraven 3 for our next scripted episode, and that is probably going to come out maybe by the end of the month. We're also working on the Dance of the Dragons thing with Radio Westeros, and we've made a lot of progress on that. I'm not sure which is going to come out first. The Dance of the Dragons thing is going to be multiple episodes. So that will be certainly, there won't be two of those before there's Bloodraven 3, but there might be one before Bloodraven 3. This Tuesday's live stream is going to be a Q&A, which is to say anything goes Q&A. It doesn't have to be about Fire and Blood, though I do expect that'll be, a lot of the questions will be Fire and Blood related. But you can ask about Season 8, you can ask about anything you want, really. Like what I had for breakfast yesterday, stuff like that. So definitely hit us with your questions. You can send them in ahead of time if you want us to consider them before the show, but we will certainly take them live if that's what you prefer. Yeah, so I don't think I have any other announcements, so let's raise that Friday toast and let's do some gaming here. Hope everybody else has got good plans for the weekend. Most of you know probably that we're here in Atlanta, History of Westeros, that is, and the Super Bowl's here this weekend, so it's a little crazy in town, and a lot of people coming to town. But we're out in the suburbs, chilling, relaxing. We're not really going to go fight all that Super Bowl traffic or Super Bowl crowd. Excuse me. Excuse me. Had to mute it while I was coughing. I have a drinking problem, and that problem is that sometimes I drink incorrectly. It went in the wrong hole. Coffee in the windpipe is not the best way to start a live stream, but the Ironborn have dealt with worse. Okay. Yeah, I see Suzanne in the chat here. You're also in Atlanta. You know what I'm talking about. It is quite a thing to have a Super Bowl in your city. All right, so let's review our character real quick. We got King Hodor the Pious, kind of recalling his ancestor, King Aeron the Holy. They get that title for the same reason, being having a really high piety score. What were we doing here? We're trying to adopt a lifestyle. We've got our eldest son, Aeron, named for that same great-grandfather, I think he is. I don't remember. We have Princess Hala. We have Princess Hadron, Prince Heron, Princess Helia. And Heron and Helia are twins, if I recall correctly. And then Haria, our sister. And a few other half-siblings. And our wife is Queen Tala. She is 2 years older than us, probably not going to have any more kids at age 47. So it looks like we have 5 trueborn kids, which is cool. And What else do we have going for us? Always, the first 5 to 10 minutes is always about playing catch-up and remembering exactly what was going on in this game. There's always so many things happening at once. But I think the Lannister attack and the our ambition to reunite our kingdom are the main things. Half-brother Robert. We don't want him being ambitious. That's not what you want from younger siblings. You don't want them coming after you, especially ones who can't have kids. Okay. Hey, Abram Stark. Hey, Thelly. See everybody coming in. Good to see y'all. We are not giving you coin to fight Khal Rakaro. Come on now. Be real. Okay, so where are all these Lannister armies hiding? I don't see them. But I presume they're coming for Pink Maiden. Is that right? Yes. Lord Derek's claim on Pink Maiden, or Darek. However you might say that. Thelly asks, hey, Aziz, did you ever get any other grandkids with cool trait combos? Let's see. Actually, that's a good thing to check. I looked at our kids, but not our grandkids. Prince Hodor, yeah, he got the triple combo. I forgot about that. He got frail, giant, and attractive, which is basically the same as us, but plus attractive. We were just frail, giant. And then I think his sister didn't get anything. Yeah, she got nothing. And then other kids. Let's see. Were there any other kids? Princess Halla has 2 bastards, and neither of them got any of the traits. And then there's, yeah, and then none of the other ones are old enough to have married yet. But we're hopeful because Hadron is quick and his betrothed is attractive. So that's got some great potential there. And then we have Heron, who is 12, and he is quick and not betrothed yet. Now, Helia got the short end of the genetic stick here. She got Hunchback, which wasn't even in our genetic line, that as far as I know. And none of the good traits. But she is betrothed to son of Fogo. So we did marry her to the Dothraki. I thought we didn't do that. well, the one kid, we sent our Hunchback daughter off to the Dothraki. That's not very nice of us. But maybe that'll work out well. Okay, so first priority, definitely figure out where these Lannisters' armies are. I guess I assume they're heading toward, we can't see them because of the fog of war. See the shading on those sites. We just don't have visibility over there. You typically don't have visibility into territories that aren't allied with you, and definitely not when they're at war with you, unless you have armies in there nearby. That always solves that problem. So what we need to do is send troops to Pink Maiden to guard it. And since there's no troops in the field anywhere near us, we're going to go ahead and call up the lot of them, the whole batch of our vassal troops. We hardly have any of our own domain troops available because they've been busy fighting and such, and they haven't had time to repop. So that's a bit of a problem. But 36,000 just from vassals, that's pretty good. Well, that's more than pretty good. That's a lot of men. That's quite a lot of men. We can do a lot with that. And I think what we're going to try to do is we're going to take most of them and send them down towards Pink Maiden. We probably can't put them all in there because you can't have that many troops in one territory because of supply limits. So what we'll do is we'll send some of the troops down here, and we're going to send some of them kind of like using a football term, an end around, which is where you kind of go around the back. And in this case, we can attack some of their territories up here, which are really hard for them to defend because look at this narrow mountainous passageway. So it puts them in a real bind. It's a kind of a standard thing you can do to the Lannisters is attack these northern territories, the northern part, the northwest, I guess you could call it, south of the Iron Islands, because they have a real hard time defending it because these territories are really hard to move through. It's really slow going. And as the Ironborn, or as any people with ships, you can just sail guys there, drop them off, attack. They'll start to march towards you to alleviate the threat. And then once they've marched deep into the mountains, you hop back on your ships and just sail away. And then they have to spend all that time marching back out of the mountains. Meanwhile, you're attacking them somewhere they've left vulnerable. It's a really kind of standard operating procedure strategy for this area. It works really well. I kind of wish the AI was a little smarter about it, but it's not unrealistic for how it would be in a realistic setting. Because what are the lords going to do? Just sit there and do nothing and, you know, pretend like they're not not offer any help, even though there's not much they can do about it. I mean, look what Edmure did. Edmure sent his men all over to try to guard every inch of the Riverlands when Gregor was... You never knew where Gregor was going to appear next. And that obviously really cost him because they couldn't... they got spread too thin. They weren't able to get Gregor because he just kept slipping away. And that worked exactly towards Tyward's advantage. He got exactly what he wanted out of that. Okay. Alpha 4260 asks, "Hey Aziz, I'm a huge fan and have been listening to your podcast for years. Random question, how did the collaboration with Daniele Bolelli come about?" Hey, good question. Well, I am a big fan of his show, and he's made... Anyone who's listened to his show knows that he makes the occasional Game of Thrones or other fandoms. Game of Thrones probably more than anything else, but also Lord of the Rings. Well, maybe not more than Conan. He really likes Conan. Conan, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Game of Thrones he makes references to every once in a while just for fun. And so I just reached out to him one day and I said, "Hey, I'm a fan of your show." And I told him also that I suggested... I don't remember where the idea came around, whether it was his idea or mine, but I think it was his, because he said this year he was going to have to put out a lot of podcast episodes it was 2018, and he needed to come up with a few extra bonus episode type things to do, and so he suggested that. But also we have another connection, which is that I volunteered to set up his Patreon. I designed their Patreon page and designed all the tiers and all the levels and everything, given, you know, using his feedback. And so that was cool. That was fun. He you know, you could say maybe he owed me a favor. Not really. I didn't expect anything in return for that, but you know, I'm sure he felt that way, that it would be nice to do something for both of us. So his show is bigger than History of Westeros, so getting a few extra people to notice us was very helpful, I think. I can't really say for sure how many new subscribers we got because of that, but there's no way we didn't get at least a few. So that was cool. Really fun. He and I talked about doing another installment of that, because anyone who listened to that episode knows we mentioned several times there were a lot of things we didn't get to cover. For example, we didn't touch the Wars of the Roses at all, because that by itself could be a full episode. You could do a full Wars of the Roses Game of Thrones episode. And what's funny about that is everybody has known for a long time that the Wars of the Roses and Game of Thrones have a ton in common. But there hasn't ever been a really, really concerted effort to make those connections by a major podcast. Plenty of people have, you know, drawn these comparisons, and there's a lot of great writing, a lot of great blogs that have done work on this. But as far as like a large major scripted presentation by someone or a group of someone's who really understands both Game of Thrones and the Wars of the Roses really well, if that exists, I'm not aware of it. Maybe I just missed it, but I think there's been really good work done on a smaller scale, which isn't to say it isn't just as good as something on a larger scale could be done. But that would mean that it's not necessarily as famous or well known. So that would explain why I maybe haven't heard of it, if it does exist. But as far as people we're close to, you know, all of our fandom friends and all that, I'm not aware of anyone making a big project out of that. Certainly a lot of knowledgeable people in the fandom about it. Nina Friel and Stephen Atwell and Jim McGee, and a lot of these guys and gals are really well versed in history, and of course they know their stuff with Game of Thrones. So that part's that is well known. It is known. It is very much known. Okay. There they are. Wow, that is a lot of Soljeros coming for us. Okay, so these guys are heading here. Wow, they're splitting up. Okay, so this 8,700 is going to Pink Maiden. This 5,800 is going to Pink Maiden. When are they going to get there? September. That's going to be soon. That's going to be a little less soon. And these guys are going to get there September 26. These guys... Yeah. And we have this guy. How long could it take him to get there? We're going to make some moves still here. I don't know if this is going to work out as well as we hoped. More men have appeared than I thought. But all hope is not lost. Especially not if we... Do we have any defensive bonus here? That's important to know. Probably not. These are all plains, aren't they? Oh, this is hills, so that's really good. They're going to be attacking hills. So we get a nice defensive bonus here. So even having less men is not necessarily such a bad thing. Well, it's a bad thing, but it's not necessarily going to wreck us. Let us review our commanders, though. We got to take every advantage we can. Direct leader. Yeah. And direct leader and inspiring leader. So Roger would really be a better choice to lead the center here because of his defensive bonuses. Ooh, look at that. We're in this battle, leading the left. How nice of us. What about this battle? And can we leave? Do we have time to leave if we want to? I don't think we do. 30th, 22nd, 25th, and 20. Yeah, so we cannot leave. So this guy's going to catch us. That's okay. I think this guy can get there from Castlewood to Pink Maiden in time to play a role in the battle. And if not, well, then we're going to lose that battle. Yeah, nothing to do but to let it happen. And, of course, we also need to make sure these guys have the right commanders in charge. We have Stevron, who's a 16. That seems very solid. And ooh, he's also fashionable, so he's going to be leading the battle and while looking good. Okay, so that's what we need to do. Here's our organizer. This guy's an organizer, which is really important. That makes he marches faster. So we're going to go ahead and take this organizer and make this guy command it. That way this army will march faster and arrive to provide a little relief slash, you know, the proverbial cavalry coming in to save the day. Oh, they changed their mind, or did they? Okay, good. Branston, where is that guy going? Why is that guy going there? Oh, he's going there. Okay, so they are going to team up here and come in with 18,000, which is bad. Although this guy's going to come well behind, and these guys are on their way. So there's a chance we can get there to help in time. And yeah, well, let's just have to see what happens. This is going to be interesting. So immediately we are, yeah, see, one problem here is we didn't have enough time to let all our men get their max morale, which is a small issue. I have a feeling we're going to have to hire a few mercenaries here. Yes, we are indeed. That was a really quick, unfortunate route there, and these guys need to turn their butts around and stay out of that battle. And apparently we're going to lose here as well. All right, then. That's no good. They got the jump on us. I think I could have done that a little better. Anyway, but not a big deal either. Let's get some more men. We're going to need to take a loan to get enough money. Abraham Stark asks, how cold is it where you are at? Yeah, how cold is everybody? We are not so bad here. Let me check the temperature here. It's only, I think it's only in the 40s here. It was down in the teens a little bit earlier, but it wasn't so bad. It's 53 degrees here, so we have 0 to complain about in Roswell here. That is a very nice weather. Okay, so we did that. We are, unfortunately, we weren't as well prepared as we hoped for these battles. Our commanders didn't do as good a job as we hoped. And that means we're going to have to regroup. And hire some sellswords and see what we can do about that. All right. Go to Maidenpool. Click on this and go to mercenary tab. Who are we going to hire here? We're going to hire, oh, look at this guy. He's a Dane, a sellsword Dane. Oh, he's an organizer trait too. I want to hire the heck out of this guy. So that's an extra bonus. We got 2250 men, and I'm going to keep our last 129 back for expenses. So nice little add-on, and I'm going to let our vassal levies repop a little more, I guess. Or no, I guess I kind of need them now. Yep, let's bring them in. bring in our 24-13, a little more boost to our soldiery here. And we're going to head them over this way while these guys are busy besieging these territories that they're trying to take from us. Oh, cool. We got a claim on Dire Den. Oh, this is terrible. We can't use it right now. We don't have we can't afford it. It costs 113 of our 130. Yeah, we can't do that. If we go negative on money, we'll lose our sellswords. So unfortunately, we'll have to wait for that chance to come back again. Bad timing on that one. Okay, so looks like this army of Brandstone is trying to chase down our fleeing armies. So we're going to have to avoid that problem. We're going to... Okay, well, if we're going to all meet back here, then let's meet back here. These men want to go all the way up there. Fine then, do it. Have it your way. All right, see if they keep following us. If they overextend themselves, that will work out in our favor. They'll come too far away from their other armies. They won't be able to merge them, and we will be able to retain numerical superiority. Yeah. Okay, so he is turning back. He couldn't catch us. He's not going to overextend himself. He's going back to Brandstone. And that gives us the chance we need to regroup. Hey there, Just One Average Gamer. Everything is going all well over here. Toast, everybody. Happy Friday. Whether you're drinking liquor or beer or coffee or anything, give a toast. All right. Now we have too many men in this territory, so let's get them, let's settle that. Put them to good use. Where is everybody going? Where are all these men going? We want them to all combine. Get to a nice big army and overwhelm these filthy Lannisters. Get them out of our territory. This is our home. This is our home that we stole from the Riverlanders. We've had this for a whole, what, 3 generations? Yeah, not very long, really. These guys are going to feel it. These filthy Lannisters. Come at it from the side. Try to keep too many of our men from being in the same territory at the same time. Meanwhile... Yeah, okay, we need a guy on the right here. We need some sort of leader over here. Who's a good leader on that side? Do we have any sort of flanking leader? Oh, rough terrain expert's helpful. But he's one of the main leaders, so we'll pick one. We'll go with ourself again. Get ourselves in the battle. They're actually advancing. Oh, these two armies are advancing together. They're trying to combine. It'll be about 17,800. And we've got this many here. So we can top that pretty well. Just have everybody go right here. We'll all meet together in the big battle. Aha, we stopped them. They changed their mind. Ooh, this guy's pretty talented. He wants to join us. 50 gold. 18 diplomacy. That's normally really useful. Can we use that right now? Oh gosh, yeah. No, we have a 18 already on this guy, so we can't afford it. Sorry, we can't afford it. We would love to have you, but we can't afford it. It isn't that you're not good enough. It's not you. It's me. All right. Now we take this 17K straight at them. Oh, they brought their They brought their reinforcements there too. Wow, this is going to be a huge battle. Jeez. Mira, no. No, we need the money. Ugh. Jeez, this is just pathetic. Man, how did those guys move so fast and then run away so fast? I'm doing a terrible job at this. Sorry, buddy. You gotta move. We're at war. No. All right, I've been outmaneuvered by a dumb AI. That's not good. We're going to have to run away and regroup yet again. Oh, they caught us? How are they so fast? I don't understand. What a slaughter. Yes. Leave me alone. You. This army is led by, must be led by an organizer. Yeah, it must be led by an organizer. This army is moving really fast. All right, well, we are kind of hopeless now. There's like no way to win this war. Well, unless they make a mistake. There's always a chance they continue to screw up. Oh, they back down. Okay, let's see if I can overcome making too large mistakes here. Do not put me in charge of your armies, at least not today. Yeah. I've underestimated these guys, and I'm paying the price. But we still have 20,000 men, and that's only a little bit less than they have. So we can do stuff. New Lord Commander on the wall. There we go. There we go. Okay, so... yeah, I'll find you someone nice, sure. Okay, here we go. We can they seem to have split up too much. Now we can pick this army off, eliminate about 4,000 of our enemies, and then we have a better chance to beat this other army. That's one thing I did wrong. I should have made this a little slower. I usually slow the speed down. Didn't do that this time. Okay, so we're going to liberate Pink Maiden as quickly as possible. And then try to take them down quickly here in a regular one-on-one, if we can pin them down, which I think we can. Are they going to try to escape? They cannot. They cannot escape. So we have 18-8 versus 13-6. They ran away. Whoa! What happened? The war ended suddenly. I think they must have had their king or queen must have died. No, she didn't die. What happened? The war just ended. The person who held the claim must have died. It must not have been them. Well, you never know. Like I said, maybe something will happen. I was looking glum, and then it just worked out. So all of a sudden, everything is back in our possession. Well, then, that was kind of cool, but maybe kind of unsatisfying as far as a resolution. Anticlimactic, but it went the way we wanted. So, yeah, cool. And pretty soon we can pay back the Iron Bank and get back to rebuilding our empire. Okay, well, that was cool. Yeah, isn't it funny how the Game of Thrones fits so well with all the extreme weather right now? It's like I saw some people talking about how great the snow is. It's like a great marketing campaign for Game of Thrones, especially this final season. Yeah, I want my old council. I like my council the way they were. Now we got to get them, reassign their tasks. Oh yeah, we got to really massively retrain our troops. We are really light on manpower now. So that's a priority. Also, Master of Whispers. We want to be building our spy network. in the Iron Islands because we are working to reclaim it. And we still want to proselytize. We still want to spread the word of the Iron God, of the Drowned God. Iron God. And we still want to keep grabbing parts of Crackclaw Point and what would be the Crown Lands if such a thing existed. So did everybody have Super Bowl plans? Are a lot of y'all watching the Super Bowl? I don't think the Super Bowl is super popular amongst the cross-section of Song of Ice and Fire fans, even though football is just so massively popular. But surely there's a few fans out there. Obviously, George R. R. Martin himself is one, although he is not a fan of the Patriots. I assume most of you all are aware that the Volantine Triarch Belicho mentioned in Dance with Dragons is a reference to Bill Belichick. And George also included the reference that Triarch Belicho was eventually eaten by giants after a, quote, string of unbeaten victories. In context of the story, those unbeaten victories were elections. But in reference to Bill Belichick, he's talking about all those Super Bowl wins. However, Triarch Belicho was eaten by giants, which is a reference to the New York Giants, his favorite team, defeating the undefeated Patriots in the Super Bowl. So yeah. George does like his football. He's also equally as big a fan of the New York Jets, but I'm not a big football fan, but apparently there's less to be pleased about with regard to the Jets and then the Giants over the past, I don't even know, 20 years? Quite a lot. Scotty Dane asked, are we going to do some raving soon? He says, lol, reaving. Raving/reaving. Yeah, they're kind of similar, right? I think we are going to do some reaving. We wanted to do some reaving oh, wait, can we? Can we reave? Yeah, we can still do reaving. I believe we can do reaving. We need to rebuild our manpower, though. We lost so many dudes. We only have 1,300 vassal levies and 13K, or sorry, from domain levies and only half of our 26K from vassals. So that's not great. And it would have been higher before. We need to work on happiness. We need to work on our vassals liking us more to reestablish some of that. Because I know they can give us a lot more troops than that. Part of the problem is that we probably bribed a lot of them, and those bribes probably wore off. That's probably a big part of it. We could name a few more bodyguards here. 4 bodyguards by bodyguards. Well, we could have a multi-chromatic or a heterochromia bodyguard. That's cool. She's also brilliant. Didn't I name her? Didn't I try to marry her to somebody? With those genes, I hope so. All right, so we got to make these guys like us more. Clarence, Lord of Riverrun, we really want him to like us more. That's important. That's a really important guy. Lord of the Crossing. Holy crap, this Lord of Hamahal hates us. What is his deal? Probably because we also have a claim to Hamahal. And he probably doesn't like that. Why does he dislike us so much? He desires Lordship of Hamahal, Lordship of Esgaroth, wants control of the Castle of Shoreham. Well, we can let him have the Castle of Shoreham. That is true. That is more appropriate for those to be controlled directly. And that does help a little with him hating us. Minus 87 instead of minus 97. Small help there. Look at all the small claims we can push. Yeah. Kingswood, Harlaw, Darden, Stone Tree. Yes. That's a lot of claims. And we don't really have the manpower just yet, but soon. Although probably some of those claims would be really, really easy to press if we're really really thinking about it in that regard. All right, with that in mind, actually, let's see here. Let me see if any of these are like immediately attackable. Can we immediately declare war? Yes, we can. Claim Sow's Horn. Yeah. We do want to pick these off one at a time. So this is I think this will be pretty easy to do. They're independent right now, so we don't need a lot of men to do this. So we can just do that. Felly13 asks, this may be a dumb question, but is there any way to get your hands on a dragon egg, or would it be too difficult because that would be so helpful with your wars? Boy, yeah, if I could get... it's really hard to hatch an egg in this game, though, is the problem. I forget how to get them. It's been changed several times, and I haven't played the Targaryens or any of those anyone with dragon blood in a while. I usually play Ironborn or Stark or something. So I honestly don't recall. Hopefully, maybe someone in the chat does, but I do not remember. Or rather, I'm just not up to date. Okay, so all they have is 3,000 men, so that should be fairly straightforward for us. $1,100, 2,100, 600, 600, and 600. Lord Yana Farrar has forced my half-sister Maria Butterwell to become his concubine. Hey, you jerk. That's... yeah, we don't like him. Don't do that. You bad man. Bring the troops around and let's be... oops, those stragglers got snagged. They lost one man. Where are you guys going? Get there. These guys are so slow. Low morale troops don't go as fast because they're disorganized. Part of the problem. Can we raid Dragonstone for eggs? Interesting question. Hey, you know what? It's worth a try. Let's do that. Let's do that soon. Let's make that a plan. Yeah, once we get ready to raid, let's consider raiding there because they're not that powerful. They can't do much to us if they'll complain and say, "Hey, stop your people from raiding us." But that's all they can do is say that. They have no teeth behind that complaint. So we could... wait a minute. We are missing a counselor. Oh, our Master of Whispers is gone. We need a new one. Maybe... let's use Lauren, Master of Upstream, who wants to become Master of Whisper. That is something he desires. And we will send him just the same place we sent our last Master of Whispers. Back over there. Okay, this army is a good size. And it is led well, looks like. Yeah. And, oh, it got a little bigger now. Okay, 5687, heading south to deal with less than half its number. And... Abram Stark says, I was actually playing a Dane last week and started a quest for Valyrian Steel Sword. Took me to Valyria and accidentally got a maimed dragon with eggs. Whoa. I didn't know that. Wow, that's cool. Hey, Pizza Trains. How you doing? Huh. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, betrothed can marry. Okay, go ahead. Do your thing. Harmahor and Prince Hadron. Oh, yeah, we were uniting some of our branches. That's cool. That's good news. Okay, so this guy tried to evade us. He's heading for Deddington. We'll cut him off. And then attack him directly. And I think he's going to just get away or not. And even if he does get away, well, he didn't. I would say we'd catch him in Salzhorn. These territories should be really easy to scoop up. These guys are independent. And oh, cool. We captured Sir Corman the Unchaste. Already 100%. There we go. You must surrender. So we put a friendly ruler in charge, and yeah. So not part of our domain. That's not quite what we had in mind. And they don't want to be our vassals. Well then. That is not what we had in mind, actually. That's okay, though. All right. Yeah, we're still training troops. And we're still doing those things. Yes. Okay, good. Everything else is in order still. Send these men down. Oops. Not till they go back there. Then send them down. Infrastructure's doing pretty strong. Good question there. Who asked that? Scotty Dane. Yeah, we built it. When we were out of when we didn't have our castle, or we lost our crown, we were focusing on infrastructure. So the few land spots we did have got a lot of work, and now we're needing to restore our money situation. But we're getting there. We unfortunately have to repay a loan though. That's gonna be a setback. But that will come soon. Yeah, we have a nice income at Maidenpool. We built up a lot of money-making buildings. And once we get reestablished with our cash and our troop situation, which is just a matter of waiting a little bit, we will get back to reaving, and that will really increase our money. Chador. Good old Chad. Disband these guys. Yeah, we do want to spend lavishly on this wedding. Oh, we need a drowned man. Okay. Get your proselytizing on. Get your proselytize on. Oh, wow. Yeah, we can just straight up claim the Iron Rivers. I wonder how strong they are right now. Well, that is going to be our goal soon. We just need more money. I mean, well, we need more money and more troops. But the troops are coming. It's just a matter of waiting. And the money is going to lag a little behind that unless we get some good reaving in, which we probably will. Another fun thing you can do in the Riverlands is restore old stones. It takes some cash, but you can pay to like rebuild the capital there and make it a functioning territory again. I know, isn't that weird that we're not the Ironborn? We are the Ironborn, yet we don't control the Iron Islands. So what is that? Yeah, okay, yeah, you can be ruthless. I don't mind. Here comes the feast. Are we losing money? No, we've just been spending. $8.95 a month is pretty good. Oh yeah, I told this guy I'd find him a wife. Let's see. Where's your wife? Where is your wife? Where is your future wife? Hanging out now. It's not going to be Hala. What about this one? Idera. She wants to get married, and she's brave and lustful. Hey, there you go. What more can you ask for? Wants to get married, is brave and lustful, and hey, she's younger than you too. There you go. There he should be hooked up now. Is this his second or third wife? Looks like it's his second wife. He had Sir Henry Butterwell, who is attractive. That's nice. A fine tradition. I don't think it is a fine tradition, but it is a tradition. The bedding ceremony, that is. Hey, thanks to y'all there out there talking about becoming patrons recently. I guess we did our best to tempt y'all with that Gagasis episode and the other patrons-only episodes. We got 3 of them now. which you can get for only $1 a month. So we couldn't make it any cheaper than that. Patreon doesn't have a, 50-cent level. Let's see. One children lack guardian. Oops, forgot about Malwyn Rivers here. Let's get him a guardian. Someone who's got some skills. Who's a good teacher? Argrave. Oh, yeah, the Maester. Let's let the Maester do it. Having the Maester handle things is always nice. What titles do we have again? Do we have like a small castle or anything like that? No, we just have these lordships. We could give Esgaroth to Prince Hadron, who needs a title to prevent us from losing some things here. Losing, prestige because of that. We're losing 1 prestige a month for him being unlanded. And we don't really need it, so let's give it to him. He'll rule it in our name. We can give him Esgaroth or We're not giving him Hamahal. We can give him Atranta. We're not giving him Maidenpool either. Those are our 2 main ones. It's either Esgaroth or Atranta. They're right next to each other. I think we'll go Esgaroth. Why would they expect it? They're the younger. Yeah, Heron, you're younger. You don't. What are you complaining about? Besides, we still have the other one to give away. When he comes of age, he's going to win a title too. Does he have a betrothed yet? He does not. We got to take care of that. That's an important one. Okay. Okay, so here's an attractive Asha. Here's a appealing, slurring Jonquil. Here's an attractive Miriel. Here's a appealing Harma. A little young. Kareen. Astute. That's a really good. Another astute one. A little young, though, also. They wouldn't be able to get married for a long time. Oh, what's this? Agile and capable. Gwyneth of the Tower of Gloom. That is really nice, actually. And age appropriate. Age 19 to marry a 14-year-old. Isn't bad at all. That passes for age appropriate in this setting, doesn't it? And it'll work. Minus 300. I don't care about his prestige that much. We do like those genetics. Do it. Also good. Gain 2 learning. Also good. All right. Lots of good news happening here. Oh, yeah. Speed it back up to 3. So we can accelerate the rebuilding of our money and soldiers. Yeah, give us cash. A dowry. 10 gold. Look at us asking for a dowry. Host a wedding for our other. More popularity. Yeah. Well, let's do it. Even though it's costly. Entertainment of Hamatown. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. You can have it. You manage that for us, buddy. You take care of that for us. All right, we're almost through our first hour. Plenty of gaming left. Hope everybody's having a good time. Pizza Trains asks, when will you be able to take bit donations? Okay, really good question. I had said we were going to do other games on the stream, and I postponed that for a reason I haven't told anyone. So I may as well explain it now since you're asking. So what's happened is we got contacted by a game called Game of Thrones Winter is Coming. It's a Chinese company making a Game of Thrones browser game. And we've been playing it in beta, and it's pretty fun. It's definitely better than most browser games I've seen. And we are going to probably stream that as our secondary game to stream once it's out of beta, or maybe even during beta. I'm not sure. We're working out some details. This is all pretty new, this arrangement with them. And you can't take bits through Twitch until you've gotten a certain requirement satisfied. And we keep falling short of having enough streams within a single month. Because we're only doing these every other week. That you need to do 7 streams in 1 month to get that. And we're only ever covering, 2. So we need to do more streaming. Hours of streaming doesn't count. It's as much as different sessions. So our problem is we do long sessions, but not a lot of them. So we need to switch something up and then we'll be able to get bits. And bits, for people who don't know, if you've been on Twitch for a while, you already know what bits are. But if you've come over to Twitch because of us, you may not know what bits are. Bits are kind of like their in-game kind of Twitch's currency. You buy them with regular dollars and usually get a good deal. You can usually get a good deal on them, like you get more than your, you get a good ratio. And you give them to Twitch streamers, and Twitch streamers can convert them to cash. And they can be used kind of in fun ways for, like, to make your chat pop up or to make a loud reward, things like that. They're kind of they get a lot of festivity angle to it. That didn't come out right. They try to make it festive and fun, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So it's not just spending money to say, hey, good job. They try to make it so there's a little gaming to it. So yeah, it's cool. You guys will get more into that, assuming you haven't already, once we cross that line, which I expected to do a while ago. I wanted to stream Mountain Blade or this game called Domina, but those are the problem with Mountain Blade for me is that I'm only mediocre at it. I'm not great at arcade style games because my shoulder bothers me. I'm better with the strategy games, and also because this is just a more relevant game. This new game that we're going to be showing you guys, it's set in Westeros. You can collect characters like Robb and Sansa and Arya and things like that. So anyway, I'll be talking a lot more about that game later. Once we start streaming it, there'll be plenty of opportunities for that. But the game's still in beta, so I can't fully explain it just yet. So, good question. Thank you for that. It gave me a chance to explain all that. All right. More people not coming to the wedding. Well, fine. Be that way. Yeah, so we are still pushing to be a partner. We're going to be, if affiliate status comes first, then partner status after that. So once we are streaming multiple games, we'll be on track for that. The other possibility is I could do these every Friday instead of just every other Friday. But I'm not sure about that yet. That is, I don't want to commit to that just yet. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, sure. We like that. Do it. Better organization. Get your vassals in line. I know, right? White Wolf says they won't even go to my wedding. They're in my corporate. They won't even come to my wedding. What is that all about? Oh wow, what is this? Sonax versus Emberillion. Emberillion. That's still my favorite dragon name in this game. Emberillion. How is our Operation Recover Our Troops going? Not great. We still only have 1,800 from Domain, but we're back to the 36k from Vassals, which is really nice. That's good. That's quite good. Boy, Eliana Derry really doesn't like us. Usurped. Oh yeah, we moved her spot over. No way she's gonna be happy, and she's zealous. Well, that's really just not much we can do about that. However, how night and day is that? Pretty much everybody's happy with us, except there's one person who completely hates us and one person who kind of hates us. And there are things we can do to make this person hate us less. Not Cupbearer, though. That's not going to do it. Anything we can do about her? Nope. Nothing we can do about her. We angered her, and she is justifiably upset, and we can't fix that. Why not do case studies of CK2 to see how different historical events of A Song of Ice and Fire could have been handled along with the continuous campaign? That's kind of a cool idea. Yeah. I think maybe we'll do something like that. Like, we're not going to do this horror campaign forever. Eventually, we're going to stop it. I don't know. I don't really know what would be a good stopping point, but at some point, we're going to want to restart and do a different campaign, and that's a very good idea for what to do when we restart. Because I don't have something lined up like, well, when we restart, we're going to play the Starks. Or when we restart, we're going to play the Targaryens. I haven't planned that out, so definitely up for suggestions on that regard. Well, that's one way to get rid of her hating us, is to make her swear to him instead, which also had the double whammy of bringing him around on our side. And I'm also going to let him have a Tranta. or not going to let him have it. I'm going to transfer the vassalage to Atranta. Oh no, I'm the owner of Atranta, so I can't do that. Yeah, I'm the direct controller. I'm not going to pay homage to him. Oh, they're having a little. My vassals are getting into a little war there. Yay! Why don't you guys stop fighting? We don't like that. Yes, you can have that. Yes, this is a good way to fix this relationship situation. Oh, we lost as our Master of Whispers, though. Oh, awesome. Leanna, Lady of Rushmore, 18. We'll take her as our new Master of Whisperers. She's fighting a battle right now. Oh, and she's... Wow, she is... Right when I name her Master of Whisperers, I have to brand her a traitor. Yeah... She's a traitor. Yeah, we gotta have her arrested for treason. Maybe we can sell her back for money, though. We'll let her free for money, though. We'll let her out of her treason for cash. That's just kind of shady, but we need money. Oh, our son could be the Master of Whisperers. We do not want to do that. He wants it, though. Huh. Actually, that's fine with me. He's not that good. He's a frail giant like we are. But... if he dies and his grandson becomes our heir, I am cool with that, to be quite honest. Because this guy, look at him. 2, 8, 3, 11, 7. He kind of stinks. And he is hyper loyal, so he's definitely, at least as far as that goes, that aspect of his Master of Whispering will be effective. And we'll put him in a little danger there. More, yeah. Okay, so she's done with that. We get our 70 gold, which is going to help us pay back the Iron Bank, which is kind of hanging over us right now. That loan is good for 5 years, but it's probably been about a year now. Yeah, that's a good idea. The man in the chat says you could also try doing History of Westeros live streams like the Fire and Blood stuff on Twitch instead of YouTube. It's a more appropriate platform, easier to interact with on mobile. Huh. Interesting idea. That is an interesting idea. We briefly considered doing more than gaming on Twitch before YouTube fixed some of that stuff that was a problem for them. But we never had any of the demonetization problems that some of our friends had, knock on wood. But... that is when Twitch kind of came up as a suggestion from a lot of people. And so we kind of looked into that. But it's definitely a hassle to have things in multiple places, though. And announcing to people, hey, we're not on YouTube this week, we're on Twitch this week. It's kind of problematic for people who don't pay as close attention to everything, which is understandable because we're doing all kinds of stuff. There's lots of us on the Wise Empire podcast. So... I don't know. I think that's a pretty good idea, but it definitely has a little caveat, a couple of negatives to it as well. All right, we're not naming this kid Gwaine. Too bad he doesn't come in with any cool traits. His parents both had really nice traits, but none of them came through. That's too bad. And his name is definitely not Gwaine, but he could be Hwain. Hwain and Hogarth. So how about that? Hwain. Wait, how do you spell that? Hwain, like that. There we go. Gwyness and Heron. Yeah, Hwain. I like it. Party on, Hwain. That's right. Yeah, I hope he gets the carousing trait, because boy, that would be perfect. Lord Stavron, we don't want to imprison him. He's a great commander. Well, let's just tell him to stop his plotting. That's better. Yeah, stop your plotting. That's better. And you also stop your plotting. Yeah, do it. Take all the vassals of mine you want and rule them directly instead of having me rule them directly. It makes you happy. That means you give me more taxes, and it's one less vassal for us to have to deal with directly. That is always good. It's kind of like, do you want him directly reporting to you, or do you want him reporting to a middle manager? That's basically what these several of these decisions have been about. It's all about Yeah, just about that. Whether you rule them directly or not. That's what all this is about. It's all very well, it's not trivial, but it's close to that. But it's important to understand it, but it doesn't make it may seem kind of like hard to understand. But it's also a good way. This game also really is a good way to really learn about how vassallships and feudalism worked, because it's confusing and strange. Oh, here's that marriage, right? Hala and oh no, this is not a betrothal. This is a totally different arrangement, and she is barren. No, I don't think so. Even though she's barren, we want to marry her to somebody more local. Oh, we've been at peace too long. Let's take care of that. No, we want to do an outside marriage. Outside marriage, better. Who are the people of rank? There's really, that's it. There's nobody of rank around here, huh, to marry. Dang. Yeah. Oh, she's pregnant. Really? Who's the father? All right. Well, I'm not going to marry her off just yet. Let's see what happens with this kid. Then we'll figure that out. And we have to go to war. Okay, so we either go reaving or we go to war. How's our military situation? We still don't have our guys. These guys are coming back really slowly. Yeah, we don't have enough men to do an effective reaving yet. We could take vassal levies reaving with us, but that comes with its own penalty of borrowing their troops for that long. It can be problematic. So let's wait a little longer. Let's pick a small fight with one of these little guys. Well, not that. That would be a truce breaker. Can we claim? Rollingford pile. Yeah, claim Blackwater Bay. That whole spot, we can claim all of that, really. Claim Clisle. Now, who is he? He's the leads to land of Rushmore, who was leads to Band of Seaguar. Okay, so that would become ours. All right, that's pretty cool. I think we want that. We should be able to do that. This is a small enough kingdom. So scroll all the way back around, and lordship of which one? Which one is Claw Isle? That is Claw Isle. Yeah, out here in the wait, this little tiny guy right here. We don't care about that. We want this big chunk. All right, let's go for the big one. We don't have our men ready, but our vassal levies are fully ready to go. We could totally do this. I don't think they're that strong. So let's do it. Maelys Drace. He does have dragons. That's kind of a problem. That is a problem. Let's wait for this guy to... Yeah, I'm having second thoughts about that. If we have to fight him for it, I don't want to fight a dragon rider. What about this one? That's also Maelys's. Where is a non-Maelys owned property we can claim? Queen Dinah the Bewitched and some of the... We're not going after Tarleys or any of those folks. Okay, this one is too far away. Kingswood. All right. None of these are great options so far. What about Direden? Nope, we have a truce with them. Yeah, these are all claiming through Maelys Drace. Okay, well, that's a bummer. Decisions. I guess we will go with borrowing vassal levies to reave then. That's the next best. That's the lesser of two evils. Oh, look at that. We can go ahead and repay the Iron Bank now. It puts us back to 15 gold, sadly. All right. Who are some of our most loyal vassals that we can raise men from? That's what we want. People who will be bothered the least by us calling up their men. He likes us 100. He likes us 1100. That's pretty good. These are the top guys for liking us. We'll borrow their men. And few else. I guess we kind of need some phrase here. Yeah, we'll take these phrase. That's a lot of phrase. We'll bribe him. Well, we'll bribe him after we have money again. We don't have any money. Well, but we're about to be reaving, so hey, that's exactly what we need. So this is good. We'll get his 8,000 or 7,200 men. Now we need some ships. This is not enough ships. 46 and 5. Whoa, where's all the ships, folks? Where are all our ships at? We need way more ships than that. Huh. Well then, never mind, phrase. We don't need your men. We can't use them. We don't have enough room in our ships. Okay, well, that settles that. We're calling up all the ships and sailing them around, all the way around here. And all the men will march to Maidenpool. All the men to Maidenpool, all the ships to the Bay of Crabs. And a reaving we shall go. Sure. Keep asking for those guys. I'll keep giving them to you. You do the work for me. You just send me the taxes and the soldiers, and we'll get along just great. Once all the men are there, we turn them into a reaving army. And we combine all the ships into one group. We have slightly too many men. Just a little too many. Who do we disband? We need to disband the smallest little batch here. 340. Perfect. You go away. The rest of you hop on board. You reavers. Boom. All right, let's go. Turn on the money map. Who's looking green? Looks like Pentos is green. So is Mir. All the free cities being green like they usually are. All right, let's head there first. Straight across the bay to Pentos. This Craven's peace is now over. Let's get some loot. We've got plans for this loot. Driving away some sellsword army that's nearby. Wow, 4.445 is a lot of money. That's really good. A claim. Oh. Well, we can go negative on our money for that. That's worthwhile. Yeah, you're not getting Hamahal, but I'll give you something else, son. Oh, cool. A daughter born to Princess Amabel and Mathis Horror. Yeah, nice. Oh, not nice. He died. Or she. Well. Yeah, I see there's some good chats about people trying to tame dragons in this game and various levels of success in that regard. Yes, you can definitely get killed trying to tame dragons in this game. We have men there. Now let's go to our it's our own version of touring the free cities. Tour them and attack them. It is Mir's turn. Helino. Oh, hey, good old Helino. I haven't seen him in a while. He needs a little guardianship. Well, who's going to take care of him? No, not him. Let's go with yeah, we want Torrance to like us more, and he is a great warrior. Oh no, he's not. That won't help because he's too far away in relationship for it to make that difference. So in that case, we just care about having a good education. Send him to the Maester. And back to the reaving. Now, so 50 ships, 52 ships. I think what that means is Again, he's asking these things. Yes, you can do that. You can. I don't know. Oh, load capacity. There we go. I'm trying to see. Oh, yeah, there it is. 260 in loot. Okay, so that's our max loot. So we're gonna fill up on loot. We're gonna get that full 260. Coming around here to the stepstones. Dire Hill. The Dire Hill gang is going to feel our reaving now. Oh, shoot. There were dudes there, but we appear to have defeated them. We killed 100 guys. That's pretty cool. Of course we shall aid the wall by saying we will and then not doing it. Yes. That is, unfortunately, how we are about the Night's Watch as House Horror. We don't really care. Even though apparently we had a descendant who, or an ancestor who was Lord Commander. But we're just too ambitious and drown gaudy to care about such things. Yes, I would agree. Noho is not as great a commander, but he's better than you, son. You're an 8. Get out of here. All right, that's that for loot there. How much do we have? We have 142, so we still got plenty of room. Let's go to lease. Okay, cool. We'll take that ward. Sure, why not? That's a freebie. I see a good discussion about the Dance of the Dragons going on in the chat there. Yeah, it's hard to pick a side in the dance because neither side really did a good job when they had a chance to rule, and yeah, the greens were clearly usurping. The blacks clearly took it as their due. Yeah, there's just it's hard to feel great about backing either side in that argument. Even though I do pick the blacks in that somewhat reluctantly myself, but I'm always curious to hear other people's arguments in that regard. Probably only need to stop at one more spot here to fill up, or be at least close to filled up that we'll be done. We did lose some men throughout this process. Horo, son of Horo, and Princess Hala. Okay, so now we have a different Dothraki wanting to marry my daughter, who was barren yet has had 2 kids and a stillbirth. Decline. We would rather marry her more locally. Is there still no good option here? Whoa! How cool is that? A black Ironborn Lord. Harlan Lord Reaver of the Seastone Isles. That's badass. Well, can we marry our... That's kind of a bad age match. Do we have another daughter to marry this guy to? Someone else in our family? No? She's the only one. Would they do it? Huh. Minus 100 prestige. Giving their kids a claim to my titles is not the best idea. So I think we'll not do this. We will pick somebody else. We're getting up there in age, 51 now, starting to show our years a little. Yeah, we really should have married her off sooner, but there haven't been great choices. Oh, look, it's a different Quadocox, the imposing Quadocox's descendant. That would be a fun one to unite the lines. But I also would really like to get this Kristen married, have have some strength come from him. But Quado is in the dynasty. Let's do that. Minus 300. We both get the minus 300 penalty? I hate that. Pretty much all these choices would give us that, though. Kristen, that's even worse, isn't it? No. Yeah, that's even worse. Jeez. John Thor, minus 400. That's way worse. Robert. Okay, that's at least a 0. And this guy has some traits. Doesn't he have decent traits? No, he's unfruitful also. Boy, the chance of them having kids, she's barren, he's unfruitful. This is definitely going to be a... On the other hand, maybe I could go back. Now I'm rethinking this initially, because if we marry her to the Black-Tide kid, she probably isn't going to have kids, because she's, you know, barren, even though she has had 2 kids. All right, let's take that risk. That'll be fun. Let's take. It's a risk, but we'll do it anyway. We'll go with. Oops, hit the wrong button. We'll go with the Black-Tide, the Black-Tide. Oh, he's also not very bright. Okay, well, oh well. Let's do it. Well, we still get a minus 86, which is a lot better than all those other minuses. So he wouldn't do matrilineal, will he? No, of course not. All right, do it. All right, that betrayal has been accepted. I was just glancing over at y'all to see what where the chat had gone during that time where I was making these plans. Looks like y'all are still debating the Dance of the Dragons. It's good to see. I'm excited for our Radio Westeros co-op project to make some more progress. It's been picking up a lot of steam. It's so hard for us to figure out which parts to cover and which not, because we can't possibly. We're not going to do the whole Dance of the Dragons. I mean, we're going to cover all the events, but whether or not we decide to spend lots of time focusing on singular characters, so many of whom are really important, is where some of the difficulty lies, and how much, progress we make towards. Oops. Yeah. Anyway, how much progress we make towards some of these things helps us nail down where to focus, and some of those other things that we don't cover in the scripted parts will be covered in the live streams. The character studies work a little better that way because you want to get a lot of different opinions. Wow, we left there just in time. Look at that. 16,000 men jumped in there, and we didn't even know they were coming. What does he want? He wants that too? No. God, this guy. He's always asking for more stuff. I was cool with getting him that other stuff, but he wants the lordship of Atranta? No. Gotta say no sometime. Alright, so we want to say... So this guy is going to get Atranta, though. That's partly why we wanted to do that. Oops, not honorary. Landed. Yes, it's for him. That's why. That's why we can't give it to the other guy. Now you sail home with your great amount of loot. Fill our coffers back up. Jamie Rivers needs a guardian. Torrance, make up for that denial by letting him have one of our cousins to raise. Here come the ships sailing home. Bring us your loot. White Wolf 2495 asks, Aziz, where do you stand on Daeron versus Daemon? I am 100% on Daeron's side. Daeron was a good ruler. His nickname Daeron the Good was well earned. He was certainly not perfect. Daemon was a pure usurper. He didn't have any right to rule. The reason they say he had a right to rule was because of the worst king ever and a weird decision he made to give a sword. Like, how is that guy's call? Especially because that guy didn't actually declare Daemon the king or his heir. It's not like Rhaenyra, who was declared the heir, and people said, actually, she shouldn't be the heir. In Daemon's case, there's just no legal right or compelling reason. Like, one reason for someone to usurp the title, I think is fair, is, say, in the case of, like, Aerys, when Aerys is just killing people left and right without justice. Daeron wasn't doing anything close to that. Daeron was a just king. He was ruling well. He brought Dorne into the realm peacefully, which pissed people off, but honestly, that's a good thing that he brought Dorne into the realm peacefully. So I think a lot of the things people were mad at him for were personal preferences and not what's good for the realm. Because it's pretty clear that having Dorne join the realm is a good thing. If you're Dornish, sure, that's a different argument. But if you're in the Seven Kingdoms and Dorne is independent, the idea of Dorne joining the Seven Kingdoms should be a positive. So many of the people that fought against it, that idea, they wanted Dorne to be their enemy still. Dorne had been their enemy for thousands of years. The people who were most against it, remember who Daemon's main supporters were the Reach, right? The Reach, who really, really don't like the Dornish. And so the closeness of the Dornish to the crown was a big problem for them. But it was really just the kind of thing they should have just gotten over themselves for, because it's a personal preference, not the Dornish are bad people that we can't trust. Come on, we all know that's nonsense. So, yeah, that one I think is a little more straightforward. However, that said, Daemon isn't a bad guy. Rebelling against the crown is a terrible thing to do unless it's justified, and since I don't think it was a terrible thing to do. But the man, Daemon himself, was a good person. However, there's nothing he ever did that showed me that he would be a good king. A good general, a good war leader, 120%. The dude was top-notch, elite, one of the best there ever was. But as we saw with Robert Baratheon, those qualities do not make you a good king. Now, I'm not saying Daemon would be like Robert. I don't think Daemon would become a drinker and someone who just sleeps around all the time. I think he had, he was a better man than that. But having the better attitude isn't going to make him necessarily a better king. He still could be dumb, and he was really beholden to a lot of bad people. A lot of the people that pushed his rebellion were people with ambition in mind, not justice or any sort of high-minded ideals. Daemon was their vehicle. Okay. Boy, I really got into that. I was hardly playing the game at all during that little diatribe on Daemon and Daeron. But it makes for great discussions too, because there's merits to Daemon's argument, even though if I think they fall short. So it's a great academic question. All right, so we're rebuilding our money. We got pretty good money again. What? We're at war? Oh, we just got war was declared on us. Oh, the Vale coming for us. All right, here we go. Good thing we just came back from our reaving and with more money. Yeah, what do you got for us? They're trying to attack. They're trying to claim Chiltern. Yes, Lord Robert's claim on Chiltern. Who is this guy? Alessandor of Mountain Vale. He's a fairly decent guy. Fertile. He's got some kids. Okay. Let's call the banners. Oh, actually, first, before we call the banners, let's do that thing that is a very smart thing to do before you call the banners, which is to go to your vassals and bribe them. Give them money before you call the troops, because it will help get you more troops. Oops, I should be looking at this tab, though, to see who has men that are being held back. So, for example, these guys, if we were to get them to 100 on the likability, we'd get additional, 400 men. Not that much. We're looking for larger amounts than that. Here we go. Here's where a big dent could be made. Right now, the phrase would only give us 5,700, but if we bump this likability up a bit, watch how much more men we get. 32 more. He likes us 32 points higher now, which brings him up to 70. Look at that. 3,000 more men. We got 3,000 more men for a bribe of, what was that, 30 or 40? That is efficient use of cash right there. Now here's another one. 2,300 men out of a maximum of 6,900. So if we bribe this Vance fellow, with 32.8, we will get, yeah, look at that. It's going to jump up to, well, some sort of higher number. It looks like it jumped up to 4,000 something, didn't it? Yeah, 4161. So that's huge. Now, already, our military picture has changed quite a bit. Yeah, 28K instead of whatever it said, 29K. And let's see, we've got a couple more of these opportunities. We need men. Big. Okay, this we could get another maybe. Oh, here's Torrance Vance. These Vances, both Vances, and this Piper. That's what we need to be clearing up these guys. Okay. 32K now. That's much better. We brought that up quite a bit. We still have 184 left for hiring men through normal means, meaning sellswords. So let us go here and call up the men and have them all march that way. Now, given we should do the thing we're good at, which is misdirection, take advantage of the fact that we have good ship situation, or we have good shippage. Let's use our ships. Let's ship. Send these 57 ships that are all mostly over here and have them invade the Vale on their backside. So they're going to be trying to send armies west towards this contested territory. If we send ships up into their fingers, or at least maybe even to Runestone or Gulltown, that will force them to make tough decisions. And when you force your opponent to make tough decisions, it's an old adage from when I was a professional poker player. If you put your opponents in spots where they have to make hard decisions, they will make mistakes. And that's what we're going to aim for here. We're going to... You can really count on mistakes when it's the AI. Which maybe isn't the best way to roleplay. But it's still how we would handle this, even if we weren't. This is a good Ironborn method of waging war. And that is what we'll do. So in the meantime, while those ships are moving around, we got to gather up all these men and have them kind of, you know, combine forces, as it were, without making sure too many of them don't go in the same spot all at once. And we can also immediately pick off Lord Harroway's town, which I forgot is theirs, which I think they took from us during our time of whatever you want to call it, our winter of discontent, our span of having less control over our own destiny, the down years. Yeah, go men, go. Go men, go. Okay, good. These men are all marching nice and quickly. We're getting organized. And it looks like they didn't get the jump on us. We can even move into the contested territory now and plant our flag. We want a guy who's good at defense, direct leader, inspiring leader. Yeah, let's let Roger lead these guys and have someone sitting on the side as a sub-commander. You know what? That's probably what we need to do, actually. We probably need to add a commander or two. That's a constant thing that needs refreshing, is whether you have a full set of commanders. Oh wow, we're really short on commanders. We need 3 new commanders. Torrance 22. Ooh, yes. Snap call on that one. 15 with imposing. That's also very nice for Quado Cox. Got to see that descendant growing up nicely and being effective at war. And third, we'll take Robert. Yeah, 15. Straightforward. Nothing fancy needing to happen there. He's just a good commander. There we go. Okay. These men can all go here. These men need to be combined into one army. These ships also need to be combined into one fleet. This 3600 can embark on this fleet. This 3600 can go, or this 5600, 5800 can take ship and go in here to pick up a few more men, which is, yeah, we want to get on there. Oh boy, this is hard to maneuver in this tight territory here. 600, 900, and I think there's... No, that's probably all there's room for. Maybe if there's another really small one. Probably not. Okay, that's all we need. All right, good. Combine this into one army while the other 1500 gets on the ships. Aha! Here they come. 11,785 with 1,428 coming right there. All right. Well, we're going to trap their silliness. They're going to trap these guys. Meanwhile, we're going to flip these on this army around here by ship. 10th of January. What about these guys? 12th of January. Okay, so hold them off just for a second until they're committed. Wow, look at that gigantic army. 23,000. Okay, well, and how soon will it be here? January 10th and January 16th. Okay, so there's definitely no way to leave. We have to fight this battle, right? Yeah. Yeah. And confirmed. Okay, so we're going to fight this battle, and I was hoping we could maybe move away and let them lose some men, but that's not going to happen. So... how fast can these guys get there? They can get there on the 15th, which is faster than the second half of the army. So what we should probably do is take a stand and not send these men up north after all, because this is a larger army than we thought was coming. So stop. Instead, this 5223 army will join here, and it will take, yeah, a little bit longer. We'll see. Wait, where did those guys go? Did they not get off in time? Oh no! That sucks. I ordered those men to get off the ships, but the ships just kept sailing away. Damn it. That's pathetic. Okay, well, I guess we'll continue with the original aborted plan then, because it's too late. Actually, we might even be able to win this fight, even though they outnumber us. I think our defenses might be sufficient. Coin? No, we are not going to give you coin. Be quiet. Nope, we're going to lose. Damn. I have handled these large battles very poorly this session. Hasn't made a whole lot of difference, though. There hasn't been a lot riding on these giant battles. That's part of it. Okay, so we've got some besiegement going on at Gulltown, and I guess this guy is kind of... we're forcing him to walk backwards. That's frustrating. But we can overcome it. One way to do that will be... try to catch them before they... yeah, we can regroup with this 8,000 men here. Where are these guys fleeing to? Oh, they're fleeing to right there. How perfect. Well, they can unite with that group. I don't think I want them to be in the same territory at the same time, though. Too many men in one place. Okay, so we do... they're busy besieging. They're besieging here in Deddington and in Chiltern, which is the target. And they're a little bit far apart now. I think we can maybe catch some napping. Let's see if we can sneak down here. These guys can advance march to Derry while these guys go to Wycombe. And once they get there, we can do a little pincer move on Chiltern. And beware! Okay, this plan worked out nicely. That's awesome. All right, so we drew 13,000 men all the way back into their territory to come attack this Gulltown. So we have diverted 13,600 men with a little under 5,000. And as soon as they get a little bit, like a split second closer, we're going to jump away. Because it only takes a couple days to walk to your ships. May 5th, and they're not going to be there till May 12th. So yeah, we're going to beat them by a week. Let's not take any risks here. Make sure we get ahead of them. So there they go. What? Oh, wow. How strange. Clarence Tully is abdicating Right after we bribed him. He wants to go... That's so strange. Okay, so they're about to take that spot over, but we can get into our interference plan here by sailing south back to the Western Bay of Crabs. And who is this guy? Oliver. Oh, he's pretty capable. He's got socializer, he's got appealing, he's temperate, brave, and honest. I just can't afford it, though. Sorry. We need to keep ourselves tight. There we go. Okay, so this by making this army head towards here, we got these guys to run away. And then we're going to pause that move to reset it. So these guys are now heading straight to here, while these guys will follow them. So the larger army will arrive. Well, no, they won't because of the timing. Now they will. Okay. Yeah. Good. And then this army, meanwhile, we'll see if we can do another distracting move while having these guys land on Crab Shore and see if we can draw one of these armies back towards this direction. Yeah, okay. Finally, I did it right. All right. Outwitted the AI for once. And then we quickly take these spots back, move one of these armies out. The 14K can head back down here to try to pick off this 10K. They got away. That's okay. Oh, they're heading here, which is perfect. They're going to get there on August 8th, but we can easily get back to our ships before August 8th. All right. Boop. Escaped. And this is going to be taken back very easily. Very good. And more of the same. Now, back up here to harass these guys some more. Now, that is very nice. We can take... Oh, don't do that. Don't walk in there where those guys are. Okay, how about you guys? You guys, these 10K is coming for our 8K? Well, what if 14,000 joins them? Are you still going to want to come and fight us? Probably not. Oh, but these guys are still coming. Huh. Oh, they're going to try to all come together. Interesting. Princess Hala and Relical Ruluros has a child named... Oh, he died. Stillbirth. How sad. Do we still have those 8K of Frey North? Oh, that was that message from a while ago. Yeah, I did forget about them for a little while, but yeah, they're well engaged now. And we have these guys sailing up here. We can go take another stab at Gulltown with this 5K. Or, yeah, Gulltown instead of Runestone this time. Oh, no, it was Runestone. Gulltown last time also. And, oh, good. Another victory, looks like. Yeah. Oh, the deceitful trade. And, oh, no, we were losing. We were winning and then we're losing, and now we're losing badly. Jeez. Well, win one, lose one. Where are they running to? Are they going to run all the way to Gulltown? That's funny. That's bad. It's very bad that they ran into the Vale, though. That is way, way fewer men than the left. Damn. We have 17K here. What's the limit here? 16. Okay, that's not so bad. Okay, well, some of these men are going to have to get off the boat here and go into this ship so they don't starve. And the rest are going to have to fight it out with this army coming for them because we can't put them all on ships. It's too many. Roger? No, we have this 22 leader here in the middle. That seems like the right guy. And then we'll put this guy on the flank. And Darriman, we just want all our best commanders. And as soon as this battle starts, we drop these 1,900 men right back in there. Or as soon as it's about to start, anyway. All this for one little territory. Here we go, another big battle. Can we at least win this one? Oh, yeah, we're going to win. It looks like we're going to win this one. Yeah, all right. Take that. Very good, very good. I'm pleased with that result. Very pleased with that result. And we will continue. Yeah, we'll continue the siege with these smaller amount of men in there. We'll keep them nearby. And soon, well, this is funny. They're coming for we're handling a siege of our territory by besieging theirs. And almost there. There we go. Plus a little more war cash. It's always good to grab a little loot from a castle here. Huh. My sons aren't big fans of each other. Oh, no. We're not going to win that battle. At least I don't think we are. Oh, it's close. So close, but nope. We lost. Oh, well. Maybe now we can leave the Vale. I don't think we can win this war. They had too many men. They chose their timing well. If I had managed it a little better, maybe. But yeah, this army's going to flee right into the teeth of this other one. Yeah, we're screwed. Well, but all it means is we lose Chiltern. Not the worst thing. Yep. Another loss coming here, right? Or are we going to... Oh, wait. Oh, we almost won that battle, even though it was stacked against us big time. Yeesh. Okay, well, let's see. Where are we at? Yeah. Oh, now what? What? Now what? River Run's coming for us, too? Ah, de jure war over at Lawliston. Lol. Lawliston. That place is a joke. We're going to lose probably both of these wars, although they're both low-stakes wars, so it's not really that bad, but it's definitely annoying. The Vale has too many big armies for us now. So we may as well say sue for peace. You win this time, King of Mountain and Vale. Oh, Hadron got the drown trait. Wow, look at Hadron. His traits are awesome. Jeez. 18, 14, 16, 6, 12. That is really good. Really good. Butter Hall. Okay, okay. Ah, Hodor, come on. Alright, now I gotta deal with these Riverlander and her men. We do have the ability to call up a few more men now. If we disband these guys... What? Okay. That looks like a bug. It says 12 people. 12 and 11.78 people will not return home properly. That makes no sense. Now we recall the men up. Call them back up. Hold down the control button so that no one pops up on the spot. Everyone march to Acorn Hall. And we'll fight there. Yeah, you also go to Acorn Hall. What is this? Oh, you've got one of our commanders? All right, yeah, we need him. We need that guy. We'll pay for the return of our man. Okay. Kareen is into fashionable. Yes, of course. It's harmless. A girl being fashionable. Oh, the horror. Anyone being fashionable. Oh, the horror. Do we even have enough men to win this? Yeah, of course we do. Once everybody's there, we should have at least be a match for them. Oh, what's this? Open council position. Oh, we need a new drowned man. All right. Estion, you do it. Almost there. Did really a two-man army just pop up there? That's pretty funny. Okay, so we have a small numerical edge here. And, oops. Get there. Come on. Come on, you laggard. Get in there. All right, 6,300. Led by Torrance, Derriman, and Robert. That works. All right. Here they go. Oh, Robert was killed. No. Oh, well. That was a good commander. Half-brother Robert. Darn. Oh, if we win this battle, that'll be acceptable. And we're not gonna. What? I guess Robert's death was really bad. That stinks. Man, we have had terrible luck with battles today. Not so great. All right, then. That means we have to spend money to get this done. What is this even for? What does she want? She wants it's just de jure war over Lawleston. This is a really silly war. I would have just let her have it if she had asked for it. This is that same kind of thing where just like she can rule it if she wants it. Whoa, whose army is that? Oh, this is the invaders from the Clawman Liberation Revolt. Great. Okay, then. We're going to have to get ugly here. Time to hire sellswords. Rogo Carrot. Theoden. We can hire Theoden Dane again. Come here, you. How are we doing on time? 7:50. Oh, okay. We're getting close to the wrap-up time here. Gonna try to get to a good stopping point. I maybe wrap one or both of these wars up. They're both kind of smallish wars. Boy, my family is not happy with each other right now. They are just at each other's throats. Huh. Excommunicated. Wow. It's funny. As if excommunication is actually a thing. Oh, shoot. These guys are coming to Maidenpool. Yikes. Why can't they embark? What? Oh, they're not actually parked on shore. Okay. There we go. Those guys barely escaped. What is this guy's deal? Oh, yeah, okay. This is the kind of time where we do need people like this. Yes, we will take him now because we're going to need to put our stuff back together. Not quite all the way there. Stop right there. Now, this is an army of pretty much all light infantry. Theirs is. So we're not, it's their lower quality troops. Heron versus Quado. Wow. All right, go ahead. I don't care. You guys go ahead and do your fighting. Doesn't seem like a good idea for y'all, but I'm curious to see what happens. Okay. What? I don't understand why I'm being told this. Dothraki politics definitely are not at the top of the list of interesting things right now. Okay. Oh, they're trying to march on us first. Try to cut us off from... Oh, we better back off then. Oh, no, he's going to get there on the 19th. That is fine. He's still coming. Wow. They have very minor numerical superiority, and they're going to lose that numerical superiority when we send 2,500 reinforcements. Boom. Now that's a good win. Now we need to teach these, send them back over here to take this spot back and end that war. Oh, nope, it's already over. Okay, now we take these 10,000. Yeah, that guy gets to rot back over here, where it would be a huge, huge upset if we were to lose this battle. What is this? More? They really want my daughter here. No. No. Fear is the mind killer. We know the answer to that one. Excuse me. All right. So, yeah, the goal here is finish off this silly Riverlander war. Then we'll call it a day and see you guys in 2 weeks for the streams. But, of course, we'll also see you on Tuesday for... yeah, we'd like the trait humble. Losing a little bit of prestige is fine, but gaining either a diplomacy point or humble is well worth it. Yeah, we'll see you guys on Tuesday for the regular live stream, of course, as well. Humble trait. Humble isn't the best trait for a king, but a king, an established king in his older age, that's okay. Okay, you upstart river. Oops, we have a little open slot here. Who's this? What spot is open? Oh, Hand of the King is open. Let's figure out who a good Arag or Heron. Well, Arag is way better at it, and he's more replaceable if he doesn't do a good job. Okay, this will be easy to take back. Quick 1 and done, or 2 and done, 3 and done. And all of a sudden the war is back in control, and we march on them here. King Omrys the Stormlands. Okay, that's fine. More slightly interesting things that don't really affect us. No. No money for you. We loan nobody money right now. We have our own problems. Okay, now this will be easy. Hey, look, now we're winning this war. And now we're going to put lay siege to River Run, their home spot, which will probably... might take a minute, but this war is all but won. We'll go ahead and finish it off. Well, and then that'll be it. Oh, come on. This little guy down here is being annoying here. Let's send some men south to break that little siege. Split this man in half. Split them in half. Half and half. We got a milk and cream army here. Okay, good enough. Whoa! I'm no longer chased. How about that? Becoming a dirty old man, apparently. Another easy win for the troops. Quado Cox died. No! Hold a funeral for him. That's too bad. Oh, he died of suspicious circumstances. Oh no. Maybe as a result of that duel. Wow. Isn't that just a bummer? Yeah. Abraham Stark says he discovered recently that dragons aren't that much use if you're fighting in Dorne. That is true. I guess the Targaryens discovered that too, didn't they? That's a similar experience for Aegon, Visenya, and Rhaenys. Oh, we didn't leave enough men to besiege Riverrun. Oh well. Well, that's a slight delay. Yeah, winter reserves. That's prudent. Parahay has prison. Okay, life of one of our kinsmen. Who is this Roland guy? Roland Harlton, treasurer of Castlewood. Yes, we will side with her. Are you going to surrender? You can't win. Come on, silly woman. Give up. Waiting out a siege. Sieges are, you know, just like they are in real life. Kind of slow. In the meantime, what can we do? We've got maybe some other things we can do while we wrap this session up. What have we know? We can maybe look back. Oh, let's check in on our family. We haven't paid attention to some of these, the upbringing of some of these kids during this. Aeron, we're not too excited for him to take over. We kind of hope his son does. Instead, Hodor, the 19-year-old, has come of age and become a flamboyant schemer, which is not really what we hoped for. Arbitrary is a bad skill, too. But he has temperate, brave, humble. Roth isn't so bad. Trained fighter's good. Obviously, he's attractive and giant and frail. We knew that already. So this is also not great. He's really similar to us, actually. But he's better than his father. Oh, he has a son. Oh, my goodness. We have a great-grandson. Wow. Oh, and he's attractive. Cool. So, and he already has 4 diplomacy at age 3. Heck yeah. Now, 2 of that is because of the attraction, but he got an extra point as well. So that bodes well. This guy could be us. I mean, he is in the line of succession. He's a good chance of being. I'm glad they named him Halion, because we didn't get a chance to name him, and that is a good choice for a name. It's an H name, Halion. Yeah, it's like, hey, lion. And yeah, she can use a sword. We're not like that. Yeah, let her train with a sword. She knows how to use it. She should get to. That's how I see it. Gender has nothing to do with whether you should wield a sword. Cool. A drowned maester. That's cool. That's unusual. Stop trying to claim these spots back. I'm trying to end this war, not extend it. Oh, 5 gold. Okay, well, thanks, buddy. That's better than nothing. Almost there. The siege. Once this siege is done, this war will be done. And then the war is over. And then we get to do other stuff, but not this session. Yeah. So folks, definitely send your questions to us for the Q&A. You can send them in advance. You don't have to wait till, you don't have to be there on Tuesday to send questions. You can email them to us at westeroshistory@gmail.com. You can tweet them at us at Westeros History on Twitter. You can send them to us on Facebook. You can go to the Facebook group, put questions there. You can, if you're a patron, you can send us email through Patreon and ask us questions there. Lots of options. We want to make it easy, give you lots of choices. And of course, you can ask questions during the live stream, but if you ask them in advance, you know, it's a little bit better for us. We get a little more time to think about the question if it's a tough one. A lot of questions, it doesn't really make much difference. But a lot of them, it's good for us to have time to think. No doubt. All right, that is that. This war is over. She surrenders. She goes to jail. Forfeiting River Run's a bit tough to take it from the Tullys. Patient. We could get, there's a small chance we get Patient, and we could send her to the dungeon. But I think we will let her bend the knee. No, change fear by -5. That's not what we want. Disappoint her former loyal banner. No, I think we'll take it. This is a good chance for us to usurp a river run. Let's do it. Let's take our opportunity while we can. All right, disband the soldiers. Disband the troops, or the ships. Why does it do that? I don't understand. Oh, I guess we send them all the way back over here, and then they'll disband normally. Anyway, but that's that. We will save the game here and say good evening. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Oh, yeah, Abram Stark is asking what next week's topic is. It's just a QA. Open QA. You can ask about anything. It doesn't have to be Fire and Blood related. I certainly expect most of the questions will be Fire and Blood related, but you can ask anything else. It can be Season 8. It can be The Winds of Winter. It can be, you know, what color are my mother's eyes? Whatever you want to ask. So we'll take care of that on Tuesday. And until then, Valar reread us. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. If you aren't reading, if you haven't finished Fire and Blood, I hope you devote some of your weekend to that. But if not, or listening to it, I highly recommend listening to it if finding time to read is difficult, which I certainly understand. So one way or another, though, I hope you get to consume it because it's really fun, and then you get to experience it with us as we're going through these live streams. Cool. All right, everybody. Adios. Valar reread us. See you next time.